Welcome back to the Captain's Log with John Wynn. What's up, buddy?
Good, I'm good, man. Wow, you're really fired out of the can, man. It's so early, Captain B. Very
Everybody
energetic.
says that.
Yeah,
Everybody
wow.
says that. Is it too much, though?
No, it's good. You gotta have enthusiasm for what you're doing. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
It's just, wow.
Well, the rain kind of got us, right? We just got soaked.
Yeah.
Holy cow, it's raining.
I'd forgotten about these just spontaneous rainstorms.
Well, you've been in LA for how long now?
This is my second go-round. I've been there for 5 years. Well, I was in there for like 3 years in the 2000s.
What, then you moved back to Florida?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I ran out of money.
Oh.
I went broke, and I just like I got to get out of here.
Yeah. Well, now you're a college professor.
I am. Yeah.
Look at this guy. He's got a hose.
Oh,
and
wow. What?
Just in case something needs to be hosed down in a torrential downpour,
wow.
he's got us covered.
This poor guy. Oh man, he was doing yard work, and then
Not gonna go well for that guy right now.
Wow.
Not today, pal. Not today. No pressure washing today.
Oh boy, that sucks.
So you now a college professor, and you teach videography, or what do you?
I teach filmmaking. Yeah, I teach editing and screenwriting and film production, and I teach all the things you need to make a movie.
And like the students that come in, do they all have aspirations of like being Steven Spielberg or
No.
What do they want to do? Be YouTubers.
It's a new world. Yeah, exactly. They want to. Some people, older students, they have like a business already. They want to make their own commercials, right? But then the younger students, they just want to put stuff, create content. That's the thing. Create content, put it on the web, get it out there, and exactly, they want to be YouTubers.
So they're not getting their degree in this. This is just an option.
For some of them, yeah. Some of them do want to move on to go to USC or UCLA or one of the bigger four-year film schools. But yeah, right now it is a new world of they just want to make YouTube videos.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So give me a good story. Like you must have some really wacky students sometimes. Yes or no?
Yeah, I had a.
I mean, I know I was a wacky student. I don't think I did anything normal when I was in high school or college.
Yeah.
Including read a book or carry a paper or pencil.
I think it's it's just maybe the way because I'm Asian, so I was had to be a good student. So when I met some students who were not they're more creative. Let's put it that way. They're more artsy. It was a wild thing to see. I had this student when I was teaching in Miami. I was living in Miami for a little bit. I was teaching there. I had this guy email me. He had like a final paper due or something like that. He emailed me. He couldn't turn it in because he didn't have my email address.
That's a good one.
I was like, man, you might want to go into philosophy or something. That's too deep, man.
And so what did he say?
So then I sent him an email. Go, hey man, you sent me an email. And then as I'm typing this email, he comes by the class and he looks in the window, and he's just standing out the window. And then he doesn't try to get into the room. He just leaves.
He just looked.
And so I was
to make sure you got the message.
I was just typing the email. He didn't even see me, so I was typing a message back to him. I go, hey man, you just walked by. And then he sends me an email back later today. He goes, I didn't know that was the. There was I was trying to get there to write the paper, but we were in a lab.
Yeah.
And he goes, there was a class in there, and I go, man, that was the class you're in. That's the class you've been in for like 15 weeks. This is like the last week of school. I go, man, you're not gonna pass this class, dude.
Yeah. How does it feel when you had to give someone an F or fail them?
It's varied. Like when I first started, I was like, I'm gonna give people grade hard, But now it's kind of like. It's film, some of them, they this is just something they're trying to learn, and they may not do this for a career,
Right.
So I kind of get that too. So I try to give as many opportunities for people to pass now. It's kind of up to the student to kind of like want to do it,
Are you a hard professor? Or are you
See, I don't think I am. I give lots of extra credit, and I give all these.
Give me an idea. How can I get extra credit in Professor Wynn's class?
In Los Angeles, the cool thing, right, is there's so many old movie theaters.
Yeah.
So in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino owns an old movie theater.
Okay.
And that's the extra credit is you go watch a movie at one of these old movie theaters.
That's so easy.
It's so easy, and people still they don't do it. I just say you don't have to even write a paper. You just tell me a brief paragraph. What was it like? It's really changed. Like college has changed now, man. Because when I first started teaching, I would just lecture and the students would have to write the notes.
Right.
Now, over time too, I just give them the PowerPoints.
I
put it online. I say, hey, if you want the notes, write the notes. Just here are the notes. And then if they don't want to study them, that's on them now. I kind of take myself out of the equation a little bit in the sense that I just try to encourage them and say, hey, it's all available to you if you have questions.
Is the final exam like film this? What is it? Like?
Some classes it's make a film.
Really?
You got to make a movie, yeah. In some classes it's like an actual, I have a history class.
Can they cheat? Just use like iMovie editor?
Oh yeah, I don't care. However they want to make the movies, fine. But they can't. I had one student one time take a video.
It was already done?
That was already done, and they just put their credits at the beginning and the end. And I go, you got to be kidding me! This is so well done. It looked so professional. And I go, I'm failing you. This is plagiarism,
Right.
And she kept saying no, and then and it's like it's like British when you like you found British people to be in your movie in South Beach. Come on. And so then she was like, okay, and then. Yeah, I'd give her that.
Couldn't you just Google it to figure out?
Yeah, I found it on a British TV show too, but she God. Slowed it down a little bit.
Yeah.
So they
play with it a little.
A little bit, yeah. But it was she didn't shoot it. Clearly didn't shoot it, and yes. So that's kind of where I don't have a problem giving Fs.
Yeah. How do you rate our camera crew today for this production? I mean, it's
but this is the future.
Everyone's very busy back there. They're all working on the lighting, the sound.
This is the future.
It's
This is how they're making movies now.
Yeah.
On iPhones. I mean, it's access now, right? It used to be so difficult. You had to buy like a $50,000 camera.
Right.
Now you just go buy an iPhone and you got it's a great camera.
It's a great camera. And I actually have a 3-camera shoot with 3 GoPros.
Yeah.
My problem is it's 4K and those suckers are so big.
The files are so big, yeah.
By the time you try to put all 3 on one computer, like
it takes forever.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
You got to squeeze them down. They have these little hard drive recorders that you can funnel them into, and as it's recording, it's compressed. They call it compressing, right? They're compressing the file into a smaller file. Essentially, they're turning 4K into a 2K.
Okay.
So it's easier to work with. Yeah. So it's a new world.
That's why I need the professor in the car.
Exactly.
Damn it.
Yeah. It's a new world, though.
Tell me about the drug dealer that you had.
So yeah, I wasn't involved with this, right? So
you weren't doing the drugs.
I was not doing
dealing,
the drugs. No,
or receiving.
I was working at another college. This is from a colleague of mine who worked at another college. But there was this the guy who was in charge of their program, the film program. He was buying drugs from a student, and it's like they were making these films, and she was the director of the.
What kind? Was it weed or what?
I think it might have been like
more,
like ecstasy or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's beyond. It's above weed. Okay, and so he was like kind of like pressuring her about her movie or something like that, like how much time she was working on it, and essentially she told another professor that she was in this weird place because she had been selling drugs to this guy.
Wow.
And it essentially like brought down his whole career.
She should have made a movie about it. That would have been her ticket out of
that would have been her final project.
And her final grade. What's wrong with her? Get her on the phone. I want to be her manager. I want to rep her.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would have been a great movie too.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good story. It's a good storyline.
Yeah.
How do you critique that, Professor? Tell me about.
Yeah.
So, do you have to make a timeline? Or do we have to do a timeline for every production, or can we just wing it?
Nah, you can't wing it. You gotta prep. It's like I think movies are all about like it's like a party. You gotta plan. You have a plan A, but you gotta have plan for plan B.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna end up doing. And so, you gotta plan it out. So, I mean, documentaries you can kind of wing it a little bit.
Yeah.
But reality TV is fake. It's all set up.
It's all set.
It's all set up too. So even then they have an idea. Hey, here's what we're gonna talk about.
And of course, it's in the editing. They edit whatever they want.
Yeah, editing
time.
Editing is once you really begin to study editing and the history of editing, like how governments have used, editing for propaganda and manipulating people to think a certain way. And even when you watch, even in America, the political videos and the way they try to.
That's right. They piece things together. Like they didn't really say that about that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right. But it's very manipulative.
So is it legal to take like a bunch of clips and make it sound like somebody said something that they didn't?
it's not legal in the sense that I mean, I don't know if it's illegal. I mean, I guess it depends on what it is. But now, that's a big thing right now is these deep fake videos.
Right.
Where you can take a person's face and just match it on someone else. And you can make pornography with an act,
Right.
It's deep fakes. I mean, it's not illegal, but how would you ever trace that person now? Who made it, I mean, it's not legal either, I guess. But I mean, it's, I don't know how it could be, how they would figure that out.
What's the big topic right now in the classroom?
Well, I teach all these basic classes, right? But we talk about, what we're talking about a lot lately is like this whole, there's a big push right now in Hollywood for diversity.
Yeah.
This kind of big diversity movement. And, it's kind of just changing the status quo a little bit. You see a lot of guys online, these guys get really upset about it when like the lead character that, the Star Wars movie that they used to love is now a woman, what I mean? So they get really pissed off about that.
Or it's a white or black or whatever
exactly.
it is.
Yeah. So that's kind of the movement now, but that's what Hollywood does. It goes through cycles.
Yeah.
It always goes through cycles, and then it'll come up with a new topic. But the movie industry has changed so much too, in the sense that Netflix, it's more consumer driven now. I mean, it's always been a little bit, but
right.
The theater experience is going to become like going to a rock concert, I think.
Yeah.
Like, they want you to see the biggest, loudest, explosion, filled
like
movies.
the new 4D movie theaters, right?
4D, and they want you to go see it there, and they want you to pay $30 to go see it,
Yeah.
right? And then the other people are going to go, well, what's on Netflix? And just watch it right in my house. You know what I mean? It's a convenience.
I saw Godzilla in 4D.
Yeah.
It was freaking wet and raining the whole damn time. I'm like, I wish this bitch was filmed in the desert. It's freaking in Antarctica.
They're spraying you.
Cold
Yeah.
and windy. I was freezing to death. I was like, I just paid $35 to freeze.
But it's the experience now, right? So it's all about the experience. It's like a ride.
Yeah.
And that's what they're all going to be like now. I think that's not, unless some big independent movie comes out. I mean, that Tarantino movie just came out. A lot of people were kind of studying that Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time Hollywood. Was that a big thing for you?
I loved it, man. It was a great movie, but it came, it opened in second place, which is kind of a good thing because it wasn't a sequel. It wasn't a franchise, but it's this really quality director. So it kind of shows that, hey, Americans will go watch movies at the movie theaters. They know they're going to get something that's going to be good.
Right.
So that's kind of promising still, but most people are still like, there's the Fast and the Furious movie. I mean, it's loud, movies, and but that's how Hollywood is, man. It's all about just trying to get your money, and like, you ever watch a trailer and then you go see it and you go, that movie sucks.
I agree.
It's just commercials. They're just making giant commercials.
Yeah. So. John Wynn's our guest on the Captain's Log today, guys. You can see him headlining Off the Hook Comedy Club tonight. offthehookcomedy.com for tickets. And you're going to be here all weekend with Jay Larson as well, but tonight you're headlining. That's going to be exciting.
Should be fun.
Thanks for being on the Captain's Log, buddy.
Thanks,
we're going to go
Captain
right
B.
now. We're on B1039. Tune in live with Big Mama. We're out. Be good. Be back tomorrow with Jay Larson.